Hello, I'm Mr. Brown, your science teacher. Today, we tackle a difficult question, which is how do you tell the difference between what is science and what is not science? The videos I make are available for students of all ages, so gather the whole family together as we try to determine the difference between what is science and what is not science. All right, today we start back in 1976. The Mars spacecraft, Pioneer 11, sends back this photo from Mars. And look at that. It's a carving of a face on Mars. Immediately, everyone starts saying there must be intelligent alien life on Mars that have carved this face. There is no other possible explanation. This is incredible. However, in 2015, the same exact hill was photographed by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, and it turns out it's just an everyday average hill. The lighting kind of made it look a little bit like a face. This is an example of what we call pseudoscience, a collection of beliefs or practices mistakenly regarded as being based on the scientific method, but it's not science. Let's compare them side by side. One of the biggest differences between science and pseudoscience, or fake science, is this concept of peer review, where other scientists look at your work, check your math, double check your experiments, and verify if you did it right. If you pass this tough test of science, then all right, you are officially considered science. But if you don't pass this test, you're not science. You are something else. You are pseudoscience. All right, let's take a look at some examples today. Oh no. Mr. Brown, are you ruining unicorns for all of us? Are unicorns real? Well, what do you think? But to a scientist, you have to ask yourself, well, are there accurate measurements of unicorn populations? Are there verified results of a unicorn autopsy and skeletal examination? Has this data been peer reviewed? If the answer is no, well, it's not science then, sorry. Bigfoot, has there been a population of Bigfoots discovered? Has there been verifiable results and peer reviewed? You got to ask yourself these questions. The Loch Ness Monster. I remember reading about this guy when I was a kid. I wanted to believe this was true, but you got to use your critical thinking skills. Ghosts. More than half of Americans believe ghosts are real. But are they really? You got to use your critical thinking skills. Some people think the earth is flat as a pancake. If you go on the internet, you'll see a lot of videos claiming this. But is it true? Is this real science? Have we been visited by alien visitors? There's a lot of TV shows that say, oh yeah, we have. But think critically, my friends. Is this really happening? Magical powers? That sure looks real. Look at that computer graphics there. That looks real, but all right. If we apply the rules of science to all of these claims, we find out that they're just not real. All of these things that I've just showed you have been debunked or proven to be fake science. Here's another example. Why do people fall for this stuff? Why do people believe in pseudoscience? The answer is, I don't know. People are allowed to believe whatever they want. Okay, it's America. But is it science? Well, here's another example. You look up in the sky and you see these little lines coming off an airplane, and some people say the government secretly spraying deadly chemicals on us. And take a look at these guys. Yeah, the government is after us, mind control, it's a big conspiracy. Well, all right, let's apply our critical thinking skills to this problem. Has the evidence been gathered using the scientific method? Is the experimental procedure verifiable and repeatable? And has it been reviewed by top scientists? Oh, yeah, that argument begins to fall apart. Science has officially debunked this claim. What you're seeing there is what's called water vapor, not too harmful. Astrology. Can the stars and the planets affect your life? Will you find riches? Will you find love? Let's take a look at the palm of your hand. Let's flip over some cards and determine if the stars are aligned for you. Well, you got to ask yourself, all right, does this have accurate measurements with verifiable results and peer reviewed in a scientific journal? The answer is, of course not. This is pseudoscience. I read an interesting article here. Lack of education is correlated with a higher belief in pseudoscience. What that means is if you ask people that have not graduated high school, is astrology real? You'll see big numbers here saying, yeah, that's pretty scientific. Oh, okay. Now let's ask the same question with people that have gone to college and gotten a bachelor's degree. Is astrology real? And you'll see those numbers shrink down dramatically. What this means is education is good, right? Especially understanding science. My old buddy Carl Sagan said it best: extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Yeah. Today we learned how to tell the difference between what is science and what is not science. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.